Hey Pisces, welcome to March 2019. I hope you guys are doing well and you guys are finally in your element. It is Pisces season. Everybody else is drowning in all of this emotional energy and you guys are probably just coasting, right? Because even as I was shuffling, it was a little bit harder for the cards to pop out, and usually the Pisces reading, the cards just fling out, right? So this one was a little bit harder. So it's almost like you guys are feeling the Pisces energy, but you're a little bit more guarded this month. Another card that tried to pop out was the Two of Wands, which is all about the energy that you put out there, right? And it was almost like it wanted to come out and then kind of like show its face, but then push back down there. Sometimes I find with the law of attraction, it's hard for us to actually express our manifestation desires and to actually own the fact that we are manifesting based on, how they say that your world is a reflection of what you're thinking, what you're feeling, right? So a lot of the times, I find personally, I don't want to look at my responsibilities and my ownership in the version of looking at my life, right? Like when I look at my world, I'm like, I don't want to take ownership on the fact that I put every person and every situation there, right? Because there's a lot of people where you look at them and you're like, what are you trying to teach me? What are you teaching me here? So Pisces season, along with Mercury retrograde, which starts March 6th, is coming in very hot, putting everybody into their feelings. And the cards that popped out for you guys this month, March 2019 for Pisces, is the Hierophant, which is all about how I read it, which is waiting for like a guru or some sort of spiritual teacher or some sort of authoritative person to free you, to kind of give you that permission where, it's okay to take this as a sign. It's okay to do this, and really giving away our power in that aspect. I just actually had a reading not too long ago where it was 8 months ago, and she came to me last week and she's like, listen, my boyfriend and I are now engaged. You said that he was cheating on me. Yeah, he was cheating on me, but I could have broken up with him. And I just responded. I was like, listen, readings are just to confirm your intuition. At the end of the day, don't give your power away to anybody like that. Don't give anybody the authoritative power. So waiting for some sort of sign or some sort of message to come through that says it's okay to do something, it's okay to not do something, is the energy that Pisces are working with this month. And my first advice is to trust your intuition first. Don't wait for some sort of sign as to what you should or should not do, because a lot of the times even just waiting for the sign is sign enough, right? It's like tossing that coin in the air, midway what you want, right? So we have the Hierophant card, which is all about waiting for that sign to free yourself. Then we have the Justice card, which pretty straightforward, trying to strike a balance, and it's also an 11. So it's all about balance within independence, finding that cooperation, but still feeling independent and self-sufficient, and not feeling reliant or over dependent on somebody else. And then the 8 of Swords, which is all about thinking that you're powerless, thinking that you want to move forward, but not knowing where that step will lead, because you can't see that far into the future. Unfortunately, you guys are psychic, but the ego speaks very loud, right? So this 8 of Swords is kind of making you feel very powerless about the next steps, this next journey in your life right now, especially come springtime. And then the 6 of Pentacles, which is all about a responsibility to give to those that we feel responsible for. So dependents and parents, friends even. So Pisces, what your subconscious wants you to know right off the bat is you're waiting for some sort of a sign in order to free you and make the decision that's fair, and just when it comes to some sort of power struggle, some sort of wanting to move forward, take even just a small step forward, but not knowing where it will lead, knowing that it's going to be an emotional roller coaster if you were to take that step forward, and also thinking that the amount of power that you've been giving out, whether that's financially or whether that's even just your time and energy, is not fair. So you're waiting for that sign from the universe to say, okay, you've been rewarded, or this is the right thing to do, or, keep getting yourself out of balance. You are waiting for that sign to kind of tell you that it's okay to move forward. It's okay to keep giving. It's okay to feel in balance right now. So that's the energy we're working with. Let's see what's going on, because I know Pisces season has been intense for a lot of people already, and it just started. I don't know if that's the Mercury retrograde shadow coming in. I And if you guys don't know what Mercury retrograde is, it's when the planet Mercury feels, you sense it, you feel it, that it's moving backwards in the sky. It's like stopped orbiting, so it seems like it's moving backwards. And when any planet goes retrograde, it really internalizes that planet's energy for us. So Mercury is the planet of communication, short distance travel. So if you're feeling, like you want to express yourself, especially this being a numerology 3 universal year, which is all about self-expression. If you're feeling like you want to express yourself, but the Mercury retrograde energy is really pulling you back and retreating you inward, just flow with it. Don't push any verbal communication, especially during this month, because you're going to find that family is really eating away at you this month, and they kind of are picking at you. And that explosive episode, when you think of, the Pisces, when you think of a fish out of water flapping around, that's a Pisces at their breaking point. And it's going to feel like you want to get there this month, but try to control the energy a bit and just kind of have that compassion that you guys are so great at, to recognize that other people dealing with the Pisces season energy, they can't handle it. They can't handle their emotions, so they're acting crazy. And you guys are like, why is everybody so nuts right now? And it's because we can't handle your intense and extreme Pisces energy. Okay, so let's see what's going on this month. So we have an overburden of responsibilities, and it's coming from a younger than you, whether that's mentally, emotionally, or physically, earth sign. So that's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. This person, I feel like they may not even be younger than you. I feel like they are mentally younger than you. And it's frustrating because they're so grounded. And to have this grounding energy that's forcing you in some way, subconsciously, it feels like you're being forced to work so hard when it comes to your responsibilities because of this earth sign. So they're the reason why you've been working so hard, but they're also helping you when it comes to your hard work. So you will be rewarded by this person, even if it is just them giving you the kudos, especially if it's a Virgo, them giving you the kudos and not the criticism that you so desperately have been craving because you've been working so hard. We want to be acknowledged for working hard, right? We want to be appreciated for all of the responsibilities that we've taken on, and all the hard work that we're doing. So the earth sign, who is either mentally or physically or even emotionally more immature than you, is forcing a lot of this responsibility on you. But it's not for the worst. Okay. It's something that needs to happen. You guys are doing so well, and everything's been really well for you guys, and everything's been fine. And that's why you kind of have a little bit of a tug when it comes to working harder. Because when you think of a Pisces, right? Pisces, you guys are the dreamers. You guys are the dreamers of the zodiac. You guys are really tapped into the unseen world. So when you have an earth sign that's so materialistic, that's so tangible, that's so in the seen world, it can feel really frustrating because they're not visionaries. They don't see the bigger picture, and they don't also see the spiritual side and the deeper meaning of life. And that's going to be really frustrating. So it's almost like you're working hard in the tangible side of the world just to be like, listen to me. I'm a dreamer. I know that you're really realistic. I can prove to you that I can actually work hard and achieve something. It's really just stemming from this earth sign, this need to prove to them. And subconsciously, Pisces, that's because of an emotional giving that you've been doing. Emotionally, you gave a lot to this family member or person here, or person that you consider family. You gave a lot emotionally to them, and they didn't even notice. So now you're kind of taking a different route. You're like, well, if you're not going to notice all the emotional energy I've been feeding to you for this past little bit, how about I actually feed you some of your own medicine, something that you actually see? And unfortunately, because of that, you're in hermit mode. You're still feeling very judged by family and friends, feeling very, very judged in general, because now that you're emotionally not giving, especially to this earth sign, and you're working hard and you're so overburdened with responsibilities, now they have something else to complain about. Now they have something else to judge about you. And it's really just because they're not on your level. That's what it really comes down to. It's something that I think everybody struggles with. And you guys, you rule the 12th house, and the 12th house is a really, really dense energy that can be difficult to work with. And I urge you guys to Google the 12th house because it'll really change your view on a lot of things. But mainly the 12th house is a little bit about self-undoing, right? And almost like self-sacrifice. That's really the Pisces energy. So Pisces will sacrifice and bleed out for somebody, and it actually undoes them. It actually ends up being detrimental to them because they're not doing it to fulfill their own sun's purpose. They're doing it to fill somebody else's as a form of sacrifice, as a form of compassion and empathy, you know, really putting yourself on that person's level. Because I'm sure this earth sign is constantly complaining about how hard they work and are the only ones that work, right? So it's almost like you're like, listen, watch, you're not the only one that works. I have a lot of responsibilities. I will show you that I have a lot of responsibilities and that I can manage it because my life is going so great right now. And emotionally, I've bled out for you and you didn't see that. So let me speak your language and see if that works better for you. But essentially, you know, especially with an earth sign, a lot of earth signs can be so stubborn, especially if you're dealing with a Taurus. And it's going to be hard to really change their mind. So if you're working yourself to the core, this month, especially as a way to subconsciously prove to the earth sign that you're not just a dreamer, it's going to get old real quick. It's going to get old real quick. Never dim your light for anybody, you know, rise up, show them that, you know, using the law of attraction, I'm going to work 10% as hard as you do, and I'm going to attract in more abundance as opposed to you that just grinds all the time and still isn't going anywhere. You're a hamster on a wheel, and here I am doing great with my dreamer mentality. Like I said, you are being very much judged right now, Pisces, mainly from your personal one-on-one relationships, those one-on-ones. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups here, giving a lot of that judgment. So water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, masculine energy, and then an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, feminine energy. These two in particular are one of the reasons why you feel subconsciously like you have to work so hard to prove to them. And it's because you can sense in a very intuitive way, maybe it doesn't even have to be intuitively, maybe it's just blatantly obvious that they're judging you a lot, that you're getting a lot of judgment. Family and friends, they see that you're transforming, and I think that scares them a bit. So that's another form of why the judgment is coming in, because they've seen you so happy for so long, and naturally that's going to transform you. And they're afraid of losing the old you, right? Like we always exist in people's memories as the people that they wish that we could stay as, you know, like especially if you're dealing with this earth sign, they don't want to see you change. They don't want to see anybody change. So if they can sense that you are going through this major transformation in your life, especially with your birthday coming up, they're going to feel personally attacked. They're going to feel personally offended because they don't want to be left behind. That's really what it comes down to. And I know Pisces are so good with empathy and compassion. I think that you can understand that, you know, you're growing up, you're changing, you're transforming, and that's going to cause some judgment from the people that want you to stay the same. And it's out of fear. It's truly out of fear and love, right? They just don't want to see you get hurt. And also it's their own insecurities because it's so hard for them to change, right? So hope and fear is for you guys to step into that power. You know that once you do, especially when it comes to your home and family, it's going to create a lot of huge shifts, but it is time for you guys to step into that power and say enough is enough. I'm a powerful person. I'm empowered. I've been doing really well. I'm a dreamer, but I'm rooted. I'm grounded. This is my season. I'm in my element now. You can truly step into this power and really make some waves in a positive way. So once Pisces season and Mercury retrograde passes, you'll find that your transformation ends up healing and forcing growth on the people around you. It's not you living in a vacuum. You're not living in a bubble. The more you shine, the more you brighten other people, and the more they feel like they can be their authentic selves. That's another thing when I think about authenticity. I know, like, I'm dealing with Pisces a lot recently, and not even you guys. I'm dealing with your lovers and your friends and your family. And one thing that people are really getting pissed off about the Pisces is deception, is lying. And I know I had to research it, and I'm reading, I'm like, okay, Pisces rules the 12th house. But one thing with the Pisces is a lot of the times their lies it's not even a lie, right? It's just that they're trying to protect the people that they care about. So they'll fudge or put on rose-colored glasses, but a lot of the times that leads into a lie. So for instance, my husband will lie to his mom about, him not eating the cake that she made because he doesn't want to hurt her, right? And then she comes over and she's like, well, what didn't you like about it? And then there's another lie. Oh, well, maybe I should try this one. And then there's another lie, and it just keeps snowballing. So there is a small lie that was planted by you guys a while ago, and it's now snowballed and it's something huge, and your family and friends, they sense it, they know it. So if you're watching this and you have some sort of secret or a lie, or even if it was so minuscule at the beginning, I'm letting you guys know that your family and friends, they know about it. It's turned into a big snowball, and it could just be time to come clean, because especially this earth sign and the water sign, so the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn female, the Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces male, you guys are going to get to a point where it's almost like you have too much energy, too much going on, where you don't know where your truth is. You don't know where your true north is. You don't know where your stability is. You're not grounded. And it's almost like you're trying to dodge all these other energetic vibes that are coming your way based on something that you don't even have a grasp on. Do you see what I'm saying? So a lot of the times these lies get out of control and we forget about, and I hate using the word lies because it has such a horrible stigma, but the Pisces rules the 12th house, which is all about, it's all about deception. It's all about that haze. You guys are ruled by the planet Neptune, which puts a haze over it. So you guys can't even see things clearly as an earth sign would, because you guys are half in this world and half in the spiritual world. So you don't even see things clearly. And it seems like a lie to the people close to you, but to you, it's just a different form of truth. It reminds me of, I hope that you guys understand what I'm saying, because I can't even think of an example. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. If there is any Pisces out there that has a small lie, like I said, I'm urging you guys to just come clean, because it's going to feel like you have too much going on, and it's going to feel like you have juggling way too many stories. So free yourselves and balance yourself out. You're getting judged no matter what, so you might as well come clean, and then that'll definitely shift energy. Yeah, so love you guys. I hope you have an amazing birthday. As always, here's my little spiel. As always, if you want a personalized reading, send me an email. It's listed below. What else? Yeah, new channel is up and running if you guys want to subscribe for more metaphysical focused videos. So, I just posted a video on how to create your own birth chart using astrology. So that's really fun, and that'll help you with your relationships. Yeah, love you guys so much, and I will see you next month, April. Bye.